Cell communication!
Local and long-distance signaling. Local signaling affects only nearby cells. The neuron releases signal molecules which diffuse a short distance to the adrenal cells. Long distance. Epinephrine travels through the bloodstream to muscle cells.
3 steps of cell communication. First one, reception. Signal molecules bind to receptor proteins. Second one, transduction. Other molecules carry a signal through the cell. And last of all, response. The activity of the cell changes. Reception basics. Signal molecule binds to a protein receptor. The signal molecule is called a ligand, molecules that bind specifically to another molecule. Protein receptors can be membrane-bound or intracellular. There are 3 different membrane receptors: G protein-linked, receptor tyrosine kinase, and ion channel receptors. Conformational change, produced by a ligand bond, changes shape of receptor in some way. Transduction basics. The original receptor molecule sets off a cascade of relay molecules that carry the signal to the final protein. Phosphorylation cascade. The first molecule activates the second, and so forth. Second messengers. Small polar molecules or ions that activates other molecules. Transduction basics. Phosphorylation is adding a phosphate group. Protein kinases are enzymes that transfer phosphates. Dephosphorylation is removing a phosphate group. The protein is turned off. Protein phosphates are enzymes that remove phosphate groups. Transduction basics continue. Second messengers are molecules that relay signals from receptors on the cell surface to target molecules inside the cells. Not all relay molecules are proteins. Response. There are 2 types. First type, cytoplasmic response. The final molecule in the cascade is found in the cytoplasm. Second type, nuclear response. The final molecule in the cascade is a transcription factor. Response. There are 2 types. Cytoplasmic response. Epinephrine triggers activation of an enzyme. Then the neurotransmitter, acetylcholine, triggers the release of calcium ions, which then cause the muscles to contract. Nuclear response. The final molecule in the cascade turns on a gene. Then an enzyme and/or protein is produced. Signal amplification. Each molecule in the cascade activates many other molecules. Each protein that is turned on will continue activating the next molecules in the chain until it is turned off. Signal specificity. The type of proteins in the cascade determine the specific response of the cell. The difference in response of the different cells is due to difference in receptor or cascade proteins.